guys, today I am doing a review of the first 2 episodes, oh my god, of Shadowhunters. It's legit now, it's happening, we've had it on air, like I've seen the promos and everywhere, but now we have the episodes and we have the reviews to film, and it's just like, oh my god. Okay, so episode 1, okay, let's just, number 1, I want to get out here. We are very, very lucky to be getting a second shot at the Shadowhunter world after the movie failed tremendously. I get that you're making a movie or you're making a TV show to please other people other than the already fans, especially as it came from a book. And number 2, let's be honest here, when has a pilot ever been good? Well, I'm not happy with the pilot, but the second episode, however, you will get to see me rave about. So, keep that in mind. Alright, episode number 1. It starts off with Isabel, Alec, and Jace stalking the girl demon shapeshifter, and she's walking into the club, and Jace bumps into Clary, and she's like, oh my god, watch where you're going, did you not see me? And then he's like, you can see me, you have the sight, don't pass go, don't collect 200, you have the sight, girl. And then we flash back to hours beforehand, and we see Clary going into the art school, and she gets into the advanced program, and they're taking an interest in her ruins, so, okay. And then she goes to meet Simon at the coffee shop, and they talk more about Maureen, and Maureen is now a friend of Clary and Simon's, and she's in Simon's band, which I kind of liked, because it was kind of creepy as a 13-year-old stalker of Simon's. I did like the chains. Most of the changes I've liked so far. Simon, when Clary's talking to Jace, and he's grandwise, and he can't see him, it's priceless. It's just beautiful. I just loved it, and even later on, and then as her mom's like, we're gonna talk about this breakfast, mom, blah blah blah, and you have Luke. I really like Luke. He works for the police department. I like his captains. He's like, Mary Jocelyn, and blah blah blah, and basically, when all this shit goes down, because she gets the stele from her mom for her birthday as an heirloom, and she's still clueless. And the actors, I don't like Clary. It's not her hair, which everybody's bitching about. And obviously, I can't complain about her body shape, because I get Clary's more curvy, whatever. But I don't like her voice. It doesn't give authority. She's like this sassy fireball, and I could never hear authority coming from it. Obviously that's not something we can change, and I'm just going to have to get used to. Shit goes down. Okay, you had Dodds, and I think we've determined Dodds was not in the book, because you have Madame Dorothea, but she's not in the TV show, so I guess that's a change. And Dodds is like Clary's older sister, and she gives her like inappropriate clothing to go clubbing. Because one is they amped all the characters' ages up, which I liked. I read this like Simon, Isabel, Clary, Jace. Is that everybody? Are all 18, and because Alex told us he's 21. To the club scene, the club looked different and weird and futuristic, and you have pandemonium, and the pandemonium would flash out, and so he'd be left a demon. I thought that was so cool, and I loved when they were following the shapeshifter. It looked futuristic. I did not like Jocelyn. She was over dramatic. She was kind of whiny. Obviously we're going to have more flashbacks from Jocelyn, as we already had in the second episode, but she was also badass though, which Jocelyn I don't think is. We've never seen Jocelyn fight, but I mean, you have Dodge again. She got thrown out the window. She was a demon. She got the demon venom on Clary, who passed out. And then in episode 2, we are under the presumption that she's dead, but she's a warlock. So I was like, I don't know. I think I liked the addition of Dodds. I felt like it fit really well in. I loved the ruins. Jace was putting it on in the second one on his arm, and he's kind of cleansing it looks like a burn mark, and he's so in pain, as wounds do. They are to give you powers, but it comes with pain, and it was completely forgotten about that in the movie. It was just like, hey, yeah, these are cool tattoos that give us abilities. Purely loving Alec. Alec is my favorite, if not the favorite, fictional character of all times. And Matthew Daddario is just him, and Isabel, even Simon, are just bringing it in with the acting. 110% on them. Isabel's wearing revealing clothing. Even the way she walks and the way she turned her head. When she was walking into the club, she kind of went like that and was looking over everybody. Perfect. That is so how I imagine Isabel walking. It was kind of sassy. So 7-inch heels. It's perfect. It's how I imagined Isabel. Not liking Jace because his sarcasm is not enough. He was sarcastic that one time of Clary when he saved her life, and he's like, what, no thank you? But other than that, he hasn't been sassy. That's been going to Alec, which I like and I don't like, because Alec was also sassy. That everybody forgot about that until the 6th book. Jace is more sassier than he is. I like using the word sassy a lot, apparently. But Jace is not being sarcastic enough as of now. Obviously, with only 2 episodes, that can change. I want a new intro. The second episode, we didn't have an intro, I don't think, in the first one. It was just them walking out. And the second one, it shows pictures collaging together, and then it shows them walking out, and bam, we're done. I so hate that. I want a badass intro, Supernatural, and even Pretty Little Liars has a very creepy intro, and I'm hoping they do something with their intros within, I don't know, the next seasons, the next few months. Obviously, intros can change a lot. Alec is my favorite. I am in love with my fictional character of Alec Whitewood. He means so much to me, and to see him come into a TV show is kind of horrifying, because it's that could go wrong, but he's being sad. This is one part when they go to the Silent Brothers, but also A+ job on the Silent Brothers. That whole scene, Jace with the in black, that's not what it actually says, in Descent into Hell, easy quote, perfect. The whole, it was under the Brooklyn Bridge or something, the whole going into it like a graveyard, it was perfect. The Silent Brothers themselves, the sword coming down dramatically, hitting her forehead, and I thought that was an imaginary sword, but no, we skip to the next scene and we got blood. Okay, no, but when they do that, and Simon keeps talking, and then Alex it never stops talking, and then Simon says something else, and Alex is Jace, I can't be here, this, no, I'm gonna go check the perimeter or something. It was perfect. I just started laughing, and then later on, you have the entrance, you have Isabel on one side, Alec on the other, and Simon's talking, and then Isabel's ooh, let's go look at your music, and Sizzy being so flirty so early on, and this goes for Clace too. I'm not liking. Clace is a little bit more acceptable, but Sizzy does not really happen that much that fast. I want them to slow it down on Sizzy. I want them to. I don't know. I could maybe live with Clace moving faster, but I know Malik's gonna come slow and sweet. He doesn't. Magnus and Alec don't meet till episode 4. Malik, I'm going to die, guys. But also the sibling sip. Isabel comes out with the blonde wig or the platinum one, and she's Alec, it's platinum, okay? And then they go downstairs, and Jace is oh, good job, Izzy. Demons dig blondes, and then Alec is it's platinum. So there's one part between the Alec and Isabel where she walks up with the fingerprints on the pad and scans herself into the weapons, and this drawer comes out just full of weapons, which is so Institute-like. I did like Hodge too in the training room. That was one of my favorites. And Izzy's to Jason. She's I bet he's not gonna approve this mission. And then 5 seconds later, Alex walks in. I don't approve this mission. It's just the banner is perfect. I love the sibling sip. It's one of my favorite things in the TV show so far. The scene in episode 2. I like the Institute being more technolized. I have Hodge, and he has this ruin tattoo, and it tortures him to talk about it. All of that is perfect. we have her mother sleeping. Dodds is presumed dead at the end of episode 2, and you have to now find the warlock who made the potion. We have a Valentine in Chernobyl. His demons. I don't like his demons. They're in suits and sunglasses. I want them in badass armor with blades and shit. Also, I don't like the way demons are killed because they swipe the blade and they burst into vapor or whatever. And I get they're trying not to show blood, I guess, but that it makes killing demons seem so easy. And yeah, I love the fight scene though in the club, especially between Jace and Alec, where they kept calling each other's name and they were throwing the blade back and forth, and they finalized it and they both swiped down at the same time and killed them. That was really good. I love showing Parabatai, that's how you say it, fighting, because we didn't get to see any of that in the book. Also, I didn't mention this earlier, but one of my other most hated things about this still was when Isabel went in as a distraction. See, I could never see Isabel portraying herself as like a stripper, almost. I get that she had no intentions of that, and she knew it was going to end in a fight, etc. But it's like, I always saw Isabel as comfortable in her body, wearing revealing clothing, and being kind of sour towards people, and so I was a little moody, and definitely a badass warrior fighter figure, but I never saw her, taking off a coat, taking off a wig. See, that was one thing, but then she starts doing some sexy dance, and I'm like, I don't know, I could never see the Isabel in the book doing that, and I could never see Jace and Alec being okay with their sister posing as a stripper, even if it's a distraction. And I know she wasn't technically a stripper, but the whole scene, I was just like, what? I love showing it from different points of views and switching over, because obviously when reading the book, you're reading from one point of view, and Alec or Isabel coming to Jason clearly when you've been reading from Clary's point of view, and I like seeing that from their views differently. Favorite thing, sibling ship, ruins, like the makeup and fashion designs. Least favorite thing, Clary's voice, Jace's sarcasm, and I think the relationships are speeding up too much, and the demons, and you have the whole mysterious thing about Valentine. They ended it with Clary finding out she's Valentine's daughter, which I liked, because that gives it more of a oh my god appeal. Big finale of them finding out at the end of book 1. And Simon got kidnapped by vampires, because obviously it's not a good idea to go to the van when you're alone. And he's dangling them, and the vampires are like, okay, cup for his life. And it was so dramatic, and I remember it ending, and I even remember the book. I'm like, okay, are they going to go to a Hotel de Mort yet? But we don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. This is different from the book, but I'm really amped up, and they left it with a good cliffhanger, and I'd rate the first episode a B+, and the second episode a minus-ish. So, yeah. Those are my 2 grades so far, my 2 reviews. I'm really amped to see where this goes. I'm hoping there's no more dramatic changes. The ones they've done now haven't been that dramatic. It's just been necessary, or it just adds effect, which is fine with me. And I even like how they changed it with Simon. I'm a person who's read every Cassandra Clare book ever, and I'm like, oh my god, what's going to happen to Simon? I need to know this. So I think that is brilliant on their part. I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. I'm Annalyse, thank you for watching, and I will be doing more reviews of more episodes coming on. Thank you for watching. Bye.